Morning, YouTube. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Well, hopefully. It is Monday, right? Oh, let's see. We need to go talk to Aragorn because Miss Ordanza has never done the festival before, so he has to do the whole thing. And well, I wanted to find out if there are any differences between doing the festivals on free-to-play versus my VIP account. We probably will not be reading the quest since we've done that a couple of times already. But we will greet Aragorn, who would like us to talk to Merlin about the wedding preparation. And I still kind of wish that the NPCs would react when he turns into a bear right in front of them. But I guess they know the stories of Beorning and Grimbeorn. Maybe they're not as fazed by it as I think they should be. So, now that I've talked to him, we can start taking some of these quests here.
Might I take a moment of your time? Stay a moment.
And
might I take a moment of your time?
Pick all of those up. Oh, and while I was browsing my YouTube feed this morning,
friend. Could you help me with something?
I came across, I don't know if you've ever heard of the channel Mortismal Gaming. Good channel if you haven't. I would recommend it. But he had a video.
What is it?
Talking about an upcoming DLC for the game Dragon's Dogma 2. So they're getting a Dark Arisen DLC. Now I have Dragon's Dogma 2. I got the deluxe edition. And I tried playing it. And while I found the world very interesting, there is the lady I'm supposed to be talking to for Aragorn. Was she in there with him? So yeah, well, I found the world of Dragon's Dogma very interesting. The game did not really hold my attention, and there were some issues. I definitely had some FPS issues with the game. Now, I don't know how I feel about them charging $30 for the expansion. I feel like it should have,
I am pleased you could return to my
I
city.
never took the quest, that's why. Okay.
Yes, hello.
Now I can go find Rodwin.
Preparations?
I feel like it should have been a lot cheaper, or even free, considering how messy the base game feels. So I don't know if I'll be picking it up right away or waiting for a sale. But I would like to give that game another shot. It was a very interesting game. Now we can go talk to the wedding planner up here.
Is it true you can read the truth in someone's face, despite their words? What a relief it is to hear you will help us.
Bring the letter's introduction to Esterin. I don't know, have y'all ever played Dragon's Dogma 2? What did you think of the game if you did? think Sharon is around here somewhere.
Ah, you were here to help plan for the great wedding? Good, good, good.
Find the helpful hobbit. The not so helpful hobbit. Well, no, these are helpful.
How nice to see you during a time of celebration and not during a time of war.
And they just tell me that they kind of gave them some advice, but Mary and Pippin might have given them some advice too, and maybe not the good kind. I need to find the way up. There they are. There's our two little troublemakers.
Good day to you. Why don't you stay a while?
Well, Mary, everyone knows that a Shire wedding, you've got to follow the traditions.
Alright. Something borrowed, something blue. Wait. So it's something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Except that instead of saying something blue, they said everything had to be blue. Well, they are troublemakers. We'll just jump down here. I think the sky covered blue very nicely. What do y'all think? Boy, that's a blue sky. And you can get these lights as housing decorations. Well, I feel like they're just a little bit big for most houses. They're nice. And there's all our blue decorations.
Not everyone is as familiar with our hobbits as we are.
Of course, Legolas finds this amusing.
Not everyone is as familiar with our hobbits
Judging by
as we are.
the fact that he's an elf but he can't mask his amusement. Now we need to talk to Gandalf. Oh, hold on. Alright, so that was our first camp call today. Isn't that awesome? Now we need to go get Gandalf's fireworks. At some point we'll get down to the bottom and work our way up and grab the rest of the quest, right? Yeah, I got a couple of games I'm thinking of playing and attempting to play through. Dragon's Dogma 2 is one of them if I decide to get, well, the DLC. Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon's another one. And while I got very, very far into the Planet Crafter, I don't think you could say I ever finished it, because I never left the planet. And there are others, I just can't think of them all off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, and I even have that wizard game. Y'all know the one. Hogwarts Legacy. And of course, I am still waiting for Skywind and Skyblivion. Hopefully I won't be, you know, waiting another 10 years for that. Goblin Barkers. I still like the names, the Thunderclap. Squibs. Oh yeah, and there was the elf fountains, which sound very pretty, don't they? And we're now disappointed to find the crate is empty. Okay, let's see. I bet you it's one of those fake financial calls that is done by AI robocall. This is Catherine Jones. It seems you previously interested in a personal loan. Yep, exactly what it was. And block. I know it's some poor sap random number in whatever state that was in. And they're just spoofing the number. And tomorrow that call will come from a different number. Which is absolutely the scummiest way to do business. Of course, they're not really conducting official business, are they? And it sounds like my roommate is getting the first spam call of the day, too. And it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And the sad thing is that these people they're making money off of this, or else they wouldn't do it.
I am sorry there were so few fireworks to gather up, but on to other matters.
Alright, so our next quest is to find Gemly, which means now we can go and gather up the rest of the festival quest. My bear pose, that was funny. Start at the very bottom. No. You don't need to start at the very bottom. Soldiers here.
These are troublesome times indeed.
So at least for the festival, they have allowed all the Ministeress stables to be unlocked. That's good, considering this is free to play.
Welcome, welcome.
There's that class. They have little birds flitting around up in the flowers and stuff. There's that. And
Yes?
the quest to water bushes and pull weeds, because that's something we would be doing as a guest, right?
Hello,
You
friend.
need your
Could
ring.
you help me with something?
Come back here. Come back here, you silly hound. The hound has no ring. That hound has no ring. Ah, found the ring. Okay. I don't know how the hounds keep getting a hold of her ring, but they do.
How can I be of service?
That's done. Tell you one thing though, festivals are a good way to get your free-to-play character. Not only a few cosmetics, a horse or two, but some free experience points. Since they don't get the blue bar, they don't level nearly as fast as VIP characters. So there's that. Let's see. That's that. Talk to you, grab the clay. Nice ensemble of pottery here. Wouldn't mind having that as a decoration for the house. You know, now I'm thinking about it. If we have Beornings, we should be able to have a Beorning neighborhood.
Would you do something for me?
That would be nice. A Beorning housing district. Where else would be nice? Okay, we have Bree the Shire, Thorn Hall, and on the elf side near Kellendam, which name I can kind of see in my head but can never remember how to pronounce. We've got 2 Rohan housing districts. We have Gondar. We have Lindleby. And now we have Rivendell. Oh, and Erebor. So, now that we've listed off all the housing areas we have, both free and premium, let's think of what else would be a good place in Middle-earth to have a housing area. Well, Ministereth right off the bat would be a good one. Oh, excuse me, here's a letter for you.
Greetings.
Like I said, the Beorning area would be a good one.
Negovanen.
Or, barring that, perhaps Inadwaith or Dunland.
Hello there.
Of course, there would be some that would say Harad.
How can I be of service?
And I guess if you had a creep instead of a creep being the monster play part of player versus monster play, perhaps you would want one in Angmar.
What can I do for you?
Maybe Mordor, but I doubt it since that's such a high level area.
What do you need?
Man, all those are done. Oh, of course, there will be people that will absolutely want Lothlorien. Might have been disappointed that the choice was Rivendell instead of Lothlorien. My cat is apparently one of those. She's in there meowing in her sleep. I forgot a place. We gotta go back over here. Not Mirkwood. Unless you're talking about North Mirkwood. Maybe the angle on the cycle, which would be Soulshaw's. I'm going through a Rolodex in my head. Definitely not Moria. I mean, on one hand, it would be nice, but on the other hand, that ain't happening. After all, the dwarves don't even retake Moria again until the 4th age. Good morning, Rorschach. How are you? Did we get everything? I feel like we still need 2 bottles. You're awesome. Nice. You saw Project Hail Mary Saturday? How was it? Or, yeah, you did say Saturday. How was it? really good. I've heard good things about it. Might be something I want to watch when it comes to DVD. Do you think it's on DVD? Oh, I'll have to look. I'll have to look it up then. I guess it has been a while since it's been at the theater. Or that it's been at the theater. You think Ryan Gosling is getting the Best Actor Oscar? Well, it depends on what the voting body at the Academy decides to do. They seem to think that they must nominate based on certain immutable characteristics instead of the quality of work. Which is kind of exactly the wrong way to judge whether or not something's good. In fact, that's a very clear bias. He's also good looking. I guess, I don't know, I'm more of a Hugh Jackman type of person when it comes to looks. Henry Cavill. Christopher Reeve. Now, he was a good-looking guy. Hugh Jackman did The Death of Robin Hood. Now, I have not seen that. You know, fun fact, my favorite things I saw Hugh Jackman in was Oklahoma, where he played Curly. It looks amazing. Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Would you do something for me?
But yeah, him. Oh, shoot. Okay, we just crashed again. Which means we're not going to have any sound for the rest of this stream. Absolutely sucks, but can't be helped. So it's definitely an audio issue I'm having. Also, through the Retro Rewind mod I'm using, I discovered Nick Cage and Sam Jackson starred in an Amos and Andy film. A Retro Rewind mod, huh? What's that? Would you grab that already? Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Thank you. Retro Rewind is the VHS start. Oh! That's right. That's the game I was playing the other day. I was thinking it was some sort of app, too. Because, you know, it's kind of a generic name, Retro Rewind. Rabbit already. You love modded playthroughs? Well, it depends on the game. I mean, right now, I'm enjoying Retro Rewind just as the base game. And I did, yes, I did place those, didn't I? Alright, so that's done. Because you can rent actual titles. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, that could be fun. Right now, I'm also getting a kick out of seeing some of the fake movie names and trying to figure out what they might have been inspired by. I'm actually surprised that I'm stumped by a great number of them. Oh, yeah, I guess it would help you figure out what the modders' taste in movies are, wouldn't it? I'm sitting there going through the Rolodex in my head of movies that I've seen, what I liked and didn't like. Yeah, one of the movies I love, which is also a movie that I will never watch again, and that is AI, Artificial Intelligence. Now, some people absolutely hated it, called it pretentious slop. And yeah, it's a bit of a pretentious movie. It's also incredibly depressing. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil the ending, but it made me cry. And I'm like, okay, love the movie, never watching it again. Bicentennial Man. Bicentennial Man was another fantastic movie. But then I liked Robin Williams. You've seen the original 12 Angry Men? Good. Classic cinema. The Princess Bride was awesome. You keep forgetting what Fonda's in it. Wouldn't be Henry, would it? It's the dad. I can't remember which one the dad is. Labyrinth with David Bowie. I would put that in must watch. His performance is amazing. Well, with the exception of Jane, most of the Fondas were excellent actors. You love Bowie's music. Bowie's music was very iconic. He's definitely up there with people like Michael Jackson. My introduction to David Bowie was a music cassette I had checked out from the library. Was his Ziggy Stardust album with Blue Jean on it. Ziggy Stardust was because of his brother. But yeah, that was my introduction to David Bowie. Well, that and the music from Labyrinth. You said Kojima loves David Bowie. I think a lot of people love David Bowie. I need to find two more. Now, I have not seen the Bob Dylan movie. It's amazing. Nobody's here. You could tell Bob Dylan actually loved okay. That's either a word that I don't know or the abbreviation of a word. I don't think I've listened to much of Bob Dylan's music. And that's done. Oh, and we leveled up. It looks like somebody has fake passed out in the middle before there. Wonderful. I hope they're having a good time. A complete unknown is a classic this year. Even Ed Norton is excellent in it. Okay. Speaking of music, Jim Morrison. Now, I liked him. Your favorite bands released stuff this year? Speaking of bands, I gotta check and see if Windrose has released anything new. I still need to get 3 of their records. And yes, I said records, as in vinyl. Muse, Modest Mouse, and the Gorillas. I've never heard of any of them. They must be definitely indie, which is always a good thing. There are definitely tons of little bitty indie bands that nobody's ever heard of. And of course, they might even be bigger titles that actually play on the radio. And since I never turn on the radio, I wouldn't know about them. The Gorillas are huge. Yeah, see, I haven't turned on the radio in a long time. They're on YouTube. Oh, I'll have to check it out then. Oh, as for movies, if you're ever in the mood for just an 80s movie fest, I would highly recommend watching The Last Starfighter and Flight of the Navigator. Those were both really fun alien space themed romps. Oh, yes, that's a good one too. I would definitely recommend that. Had some good music in it too, including one of Weird Al's iconic songs, Dare to Be Stupid. I think you told me about that, didn't you? That it's coming back to theater. Kind of surprised me. Oh, that's right. Dang, it's been that long. I feel old. I was like 14, 15 when it came out. It's hard to imagine that a movie I watched when I was a teenager is now considered a classic. What problems? There were no problems with that movie. There were no problems whatsoever. It was perfect. As I'm being slightly sarcastic, but not really. What? Only thing I would argue about with the plot is that they killed Optimus Prime. The transition to DVD provided problems. Oh, see, I didn't know that. See, when I watched it, I was watching it on VHS. You know, the more we talk about movies and music, the more things go around in my head. I'm like, I ought to write down a list of all the movies and TV shows and music that I remember listening to from the time I was little to now. Just to see just what kind of stuff it all was. That makes sense. I'll be honest, I never heard of. Wait, Adam 12 is old, isn't it? I thought so. Yeah, you know what? I am going to start making a list. Anytime I think of an old movie or an old TV show or some old song, I'm going to write it down and just see just how many of these things I remember. Well, some things just will never get remade. And there are some things that get remade and are even better than the original. You have the entire series of Emergency on DVD. Nice. You know what? I kind of wish I had Stargate SG-1. I had that on, and Babylon 5. Those were both really good. Well, see, I don't know the show, so I don't know the people in it. lurking while working on Once Human. Alright, good morning, Kay. You seem to be having a lot of fun with that game. Are you looking forward to the Pal World 1.0 release? Or you say you remember the writer for Babylon 5 and not liking him? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know anything about who wrote Babylon 5. I just know I like the show itself. That yeah, that's it. All right. Maybe I should zoom out. We don't need a bare butt in our face first thing in the morning. Building third person for fighting zombies and monsters. A whole personal island where you can build all you want and more. Well, it does sound like you're having a lot of fun with it. I think I tried it when it was like a demo. I just didn't get my attention. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. Speaking of games, I think I've already brought this up earlier, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is getting a Dark Arisen expansion, which will hopefully fix the game and I haven't decided whether I'm going to buy it yet because it's a $30 expansion. But if I do, I'll definitely give the game another shot. New Yakuza game. Oh, is that the I can't remember what it's called. It has something to do with strangers. Stranger Than Heaven. Okay. I knew the word stranger was in there somewhere. I still have buku Yakuza game to play. I have so many games I gotta get through. I got Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, Kiwami 2. I have Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and I think I finally picked up Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. They're better than GTA in your opinion? Yeah, I've never played GTA games. And the only Yakuza game I've played so far is the Like a Dragon. The only GTA you actually like is a PS1 expansion style game. And see, the thing is, I don't mind playing as a pirate during, like, the 18th century. And I just don't think I'd get into playing a more modern day bug type character. GTA London 1969. And that would be interesting just for the time period alone. I have no idea who the Cray twins are. But I will have to say, speaking of London, Fallout London was a great mod for the Fallout game. British twins who were gangsters? Okay. That would explain why I don't know who they are. There was a movie made with Tom Hardy. We're actually called Legend. You said that, and my first thought was the fantasy film with Tom Cruise in it. Very young Tom Cruise. And we just drank a wet dog. You didn't like Tom Cruise's Jack Reacher? Now we just drank some vinegar. Good morning, Professor. Or good afternoon, evening where you're at. The show's more accurate. See, I haven't seen the Jack Reacher movies either. The only Clancy, White, Smoking Apricot. Okay, so we found that. Okay, good night. So it is evening for you. The only Clancy books I've seen as movies is The Hunt for Red October. And there was another one I can't think of right off the top of my head. Oh, I'll get back to you in a second, Gimli. Jack Ryan is Tom Clancy. Not Jack Reacher. Oh, okay. You're saying Clancy wrote the Ryan stuff, but not the Reacher stuff. You're here to not fully watch the stream and then play the LOTRO till I'm tired and goes like, well, good morning, Moss. Thank you for stopping by, even if you're just lurking for a bit. The Amazon Jack Ryan show is also amazing. That would be a small miracle since it seems like half of the stuff Amazon does turns to gather up messy papers because, you know, they're not right in front of the dorks' faces and they can't do it themselves. Interrogate the people hanging out, find out who left that bad note. They actually perfectly casted Jack Ryan for once. Well, nice. Yeah, I keep waiting to hear, speaking of Amazon, I keep waiting to hear news about the Warhammer show that they're supposed to be producing. You saw your shadow, there'll be 3 weeks of weather doing things and stuff. I like that one a lot. It is kind of silly that we have this tradition where we see if some little critter sees its shadow or not, but people seem to enjoy it. Oh, my bears keep posing again. But yeah, I don't know. Last time I heard about the Warhammer show, it almost sounded like it gotten canceled. Because, I mean, we all know Henry Cavill's going to hold the line when it comes to what he wants to do with the show. You didn't like him as Superman? I mean, I thought he was good as Superman. Christopher Reeve, to me, is the best Superman. Will always be the best Superman. But I would say Henry was a second. But to be fair, you hated the movie itself. Now that's fair. He was okay. So you didn't like the movie, not necessarily you didn't like him playing Superman, you just didn't like the movie itself. I never did get into watching The Witcher. James Gunn just did a better job. Yeah, sounds like he didn't bring that same energy to Supergirl, though. But again, I'm still always going to prefer the 80s 70s, 80s, Christopher Reeve, Superman. And I cannot remember the girl's name that played Supergirl in the 1984 movie. But I liked it. I mean, I'm not saying that was a good movie. It was objectively a bad movie. It seems like nobody's able to do a good Supergirl movie. But I was like 13 years old when that came out. Nobody ever accused a 13-year-old having good taste. You know, she's on the show Supergirl. Who? She played the mom on the CBS show. Oh, the woman that played in the 1980s Supergirl? Huh. That actually is very fitting then. Come here, kid. Come here, kid. Come here, kid. There you go. Chasing that little kid around. You just want to see Jason Momoa in better role than Aquaman. Although, I have to admit, he made a pretty fun Aquaman. Can turn that in. Sci-fi space DC characters are more fun than Earth ones. Are we forgetting Wonder Woman? What's wrong with Wonder Woman? We forgot a horse. There's a character called Space Taxi Driver. The heck? That sounds like a Corey Spinoff character. Captain Comet. Now, Green Lantern DC or Marvel? I can't remember. Omega Man? DC? I mean, technically, he's an Earth character. Yes, he joins a intergalactic team of space defenders, but he's an Earth character. Yeah, I know, there's a bunch of Green Lanterns. He's part of a team. but the comic book generally focused on him. The original is in continuity also. Go back up to the high stable. Oh yeah, I need to get off the horse. There. I was missing from Supergirl. The horse. The movie is based off a good comic. What movie? Turn all of these in. Oh, which Supergirl? You wish you were running DC Animated? Speaking of DC Animated, they have done a lot of cartoon movies that were excellent. The Wonder Woman, I cannot remember the name of it, but there was a Wonder Woman animated film that was actually excellent. They're attempting to tell an ambitious movie, right? They want to do Nightfall, a really big Batman story. Part 1 is an hour long instead of 3 hours. There is a DC animated, I'm pretty sure it's DC, that had not Super, had Wonder Woman in it and some of the other characters. But it felt like a very dystopic timeline where they had all been defeated and they were being kept prisoner somewhere, and some of them were being horribly tortured. Does that sound any remotely familiar? I would have made all 3 parts 3 hours long. Was it New Frontier? Flashpoint. Was Flashpoint the one where they were all being tortured and it was horrific. I mean, it was a great animated film, but it was horrific. It was like the closest thing to horror that DC's ever come with their characters. Apocalypse War? Let's find out. PC Animate. Superman Doomsday, I've seen that one, that was good. Justice League, The New Frontier. I haven't seen that one. Batman Gotham Knight, I've seen that one, that was good. Wonder Woman, that was good. Green Lantern First Flight, that was good. Superman Batman Public Enemies, that was good. Justice League Crisis on 2 Earth, that was good. Superman Batman Apocalypse. There were some, I've seen most of these too. I can't remember when it came out. All I know is it was a while back since I watched it. I haven't seen Justice League War World. Injustice? I don't think I've seen that one. Um, it might be Apocalypse War. Wonder Woman Bloodlines was good. Yeah, so far, that seems like it's the most likely one. It was accurately adapted because the source material of New Frontier is an amazing book. I don't recommend watching Justice League The New Frontier, just read the book. Okay. But yeah, I think the one I was thinking of is Apocalypse War. Like I said, it was absolutely horrific. Well, definitely one thing you could say for the Beornings. They have a set of missiles on them. Kind of bulk. I mean, I kind of like the looks of it, but it also makes her look very bulky in the shoulders. They always had great voice acting back at the TV days even. Tim Daly was super in. Yeah, the people who did the voice acting for the DC animated were really good. I wonder if I see. That looks nice on her. Oh, that looks nice. That one looks nice on her. Jack Quaid is on my Adventures with Superman currently. Not quite as good. Of course, I always like that dress. He plays Superman. Okay. But yeah, I remember watching a Batman where I think they were working with Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn and Robin had a little thing going. You worried about the absolute Batman show getting made? There's not enough story to adapt. Only 21 issues, so it would be a short run show then, like one season, if they did it right. Alright, which dress should I get her? Except the showrunners are also the book writers. That I definitely want for her. So we're gonna get that. Absolutely. There are going to be episodes where you're just crying. Well, that's not good. I don't want to cry. One of the reasons I won't watch AI again. It made me cry. On cosmetic midsummer garb. In Absolute Batman, his friends normally in the main universe or his villains. Yeah, see, I don't think I would like that. I think I'm gonna go with orange dinner dress. Elk, horse. We'll get her the elk. The stuff Bane does to them will make you cry. Oh, I'm sure. Well, that's very pretty on her. You actually do recommend the comic? Okay. Options, quick slot. We have to unlock that in order to go under skills, mount, Elk of the Flowering Sun. Not that she uses a horse as much as some of my other characters, considering her bear form is almost as fast as a horse. Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman are amazing. Now, am I wrong, or did Superman and Wonder Woman have a thing going in one of the animated movies? Yes. That was before the death of Superman. I thought I remembered that right. Wonder what the heck happened with Lois Lane. Alright, so before we continue, I'm going to restart that. So maybe we can try to get sound back. So give me a quick minute. It's not as good as the comics, though. I remember the Death of Superman comic. That was actually a big deal. There we go. Alright, give me a second. Go ahead and restart that. While we're waiting for that to restart, because that's going to take a minute. Reading it in omnibus form is very good. Okay. First off, let's see. There's a lot of stuff on sale right now. Okay. Release date. Yeah, here's that Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen expansion I was talking about. $30. All the time stuff is included. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Also $30, but that's for a full game. Stranger Than Heaven. It's in my list. $70. You pre-ordered the Castlevania? I haven't decided whether I'm going to get it yet or not. Last time I really played Castlevania was Super Castlevania 4, and that was a long time ago. Steam Machine is still on my wish list. Maybe when I get rich. You like the developers? Okay. Awesome Resort. Survival Machine. I'm kind of interested in that one. Although it's got mixed reviews. Ooh, 52%. That's not good. What's going on with that? Half-arsed slop. Hey Deb, forcing players to listen to a chat GPT monologue for your loading screen is not a fantastic first impression. Neither is finding an immediate bug standing in front of the wheels of the machine sent me beneath the map. Although I do think it's great that you have the foresight to keybind the report bugs button, as that should be well used. But honestly, I didn't play for long, but I spent enough time to tell this game was made with little care. Gameplay is almost the same 3D person stuff you've seen in Palworld and Fortnite. Exploration is totally linear. The machine is unsteerable and on rails, with literal fences to keep players within the map. Probably the laziest way I've seen this done. All of this built in a totally generic low-poly art style. Part of the course for a Playway SA published game. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, I was kind of hoping this would go on sale. The Beatdown City Survivors, that's a tough bullet hell type game. Alright. Nothing else on sale right now, but let's go. Dragon's Dogma 2. Dark Arisen. Okay, that version is the full thing. So you could buy the base game and the expansion for 50. But if you already own the base game, you have to pay 30 for the expansion. So you get a cosmetic outfit if you pre-order. Note may also be available at a later date. New stories, enhanced gameplay, new stories, new challenges in the main area, more variation in character creation. Apparently, they're supposedly improving the Arisen's pawns. I just don't know if I want to spend the $30 when I've already spent, like, I know I bought the deluxe edition of the base game. Yeah, I bought the deluxe edition because all that stuff's in my library. Very interesting game, but I'm just not sure if I'm interested enough to spend another $30 on it to see if it's improved. Let's see. All right. See if we get sound back now. I hear sound. That's good. I didn't want to do this next part without any sound in it because it's a wedding. So you realize you're not a fan of deconstructions in comics? Well, that's fair enough. Alright, we're gonna rush through talking to all these people. I'm not gonna bother to read their conversation.
Friend of adventure.
Of course, they're all happy for their sister, but also
The
sad.
journey was a long one, but we would not miss Arwen's wedding. My Govanen.
And of course, there's her grandparents. No, that's not her that's Aristar and Glorfindel.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Far from lands where it has been our custom to meet.
Again, they're happy for Arwen, but also sad. That's her grandparent.
I greet you once again and name you friend.
A time of great evil has passed, and now hearts will be lightened with joy.
And she's happy for her granddaughter. Elrond is very sad.
My Govanen, my friend.
Because he will never see his daughter again. At least not until the sundering of the world.
It is good to see you. I understand the preparations are nearly complete.
And of course, She's absolutely thrilled to be here because she's getting married to the guy that
Sight
she's
of my
been
beloved has
betrothed to
stolen
for
all
ages.
speech from me, my friend.
I think they were betrothed for like 40 or
After
50
so many
years
labors,
before they got
at last,
married.
it is time.
Alright, time for the wedding.
It was on Midsummer's Day that folk from near lands and far came to the White City to witness the great wedding.
So, I am pleased you could be here, Zardanza, on the day of joy. Take your place beside Mary, my friend. Of course, she hasn't even met him. Wait, no, she has met him once. As Strider. The proud grandparents. Now I wonder where Elrond's parents are. The loving brothers. The father and the bride. The only thing you know is the movie. I've read the books, I've watched the movies.
My govanen peredlel, vivered toledlin.
My omenina, Estelle.
Alei melethnin swila.
Ellen sila lumen omintiavo arimeldania.
Of course, I don't know Sindarin, so I can not tell you what they said.
I bid you welcome. We come here in time of celebration, that we may share in the joys of peace. Let us rejoice that the war is ended, and that love endures. But remember, too, the coming of the dawn does not mean an end to all shadows.
Gandalf hasn't left Middle-earth yet
Many
either.
are those who gave their lives, so we might see this day. Let us pause to remember those whose time has passed and will not come again. Now let us speak of three whose deeds are worthy of especial remembrance. Hail Theoden, King of the Mark!
Hail Theoden.
At the hour of Gondor's need, his horsemen broke the siege, delivering the White City from its enemies. Long will the ride of the Rohirrim be remembered in song and with glad hearts. Hail Boromir, Captain General of Gondor! Bravely did he defend his people from the threat of Mordor, with valor known to all. Yet his greatest deeds are known to few. Still, they were no less needful for Sauron's undoing. And last, hail Denethor, steward of Gondor until the coming of the king.
The crowd murmurs with discontent at the mention of Denethor.
Be still! I call for silence. Speak no ill of what you do not understand. Lord Denethor held your foes at bay, though the Dark Lord's malice tested him ever. If not for these labors, this city would have fallen ere any help could come. Few who stand here today could suffer what he endured for so long. Not even I. But let us now turn to more joyful matters. The long night is over, and love and laughter come with the day. Every wedding brings cause for celebration, but no marriage more than this. For the
You
blood of
actually saw part 2
Earendil's
in theater
children,
day 1?
long
Nice.
parted, shall once more be made one.
That's right, because Arwen and
Aya, Elenion on Kalima.
Arwen and Aragorn are
Let
very,
the
very
light you bear
distantly related.
shine upon this glad union. I call upon those honored guests who wish to speak to come forward now.
Long in the years of men, but short by my counting, have I known the doom of this day. It was to be the fate of Arwen Undomiel, to part either from her kin or from Middle-earth. Now her path is set, and this joy brings great sorrow. Our roads shall not meet again ere the breaking of the world. Yet despite the pain it brings, I cannot wish otherwise. Why would I deem it so?
You know the reason, husband of my daughter. For is love not mightiest of all forces in the world?
So say the men of Gondor. We have not the wisdom of elves, but this much is clear to us. Love gives courage to stand against the hardships arrayed against us. Even courage to part from those dearest to us, son of Gondor? Aye, Lord Elrond, even so. I have now felt such love, and I know this is true.
I do not wish to speak above my place.
Say on, Frodo. None here hold a place higher than yours.
Well, I was thinking about the Shire. Most of you have never seen it, but it is my home. It is a fair green country where we hobbit folk live, untroubled by the world's great trials.
Yeah,
Mostly untroubled.
mostly untroubled.
Well, we have come a long way from the Shire. On that journey, a friend once spoke to me of the world's perils. There are many dark places, he said, but still there is much that is fair. Though in all lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater.
This is a saying of the Eldar, Frodo Baggins.
It was told to me by Haldir of Lorien, on the banks of the Silverlode. I think that love and sorrow are often entwined, and each hones the other. If we did not know both, I very much doubt we would feel either as strongly. But I have gone on for too long. Sam wished to say a few words as well.
Oh, I needn't, Mr. Frodo.
Go on, Samwise.
They did good with the voice acting in the game.
Ah, well, it's only a plain old rhyme, but... Age long, our garden bore no bloom. Left barren cold and buried deep. Far under snows of winter's gloom, the seeds we sowed did softly sleep. And through the wind and sullen frost, they waited well and did not fade. Now, winter dwindles, cold is lost, and sunshine rests upon the glade. Springtime dawns and sprout and shoot, limn the lawns with golds and blues. And with the summer's flower and fruit, the garden glows, awash with hues. And what to thank for all these splendors? None but the kind hands of its tenders. Care well for the plots you mind. Love things that grow beneath the soil. Foster them with thoughts most kind, and joy shall repay all your toil.
It's actually a very nice poem. You know?
Well spoken, Master Gamgee. A simple rhyme indeed. Now, to the matter at hand. When two are to be wed, the rights of both elves and men call for the exchange of golden rings. Given events of recent days, however, perhaps it is best to skip this custom, unless our lovers object. Then let their hands be joined instead, and thus reveal their bond to all as they take their oaths to each other.
Though I turn from the everlasting west, I am undiminished. An hour with you brings more joy than 1,000 years apart. When you embarked upon your quest, my sorrow was as none I have ever known. Now we are again together, and so shall stay. I choose Luthien's path, bound to your fate, as was hers to Baron's. Mainuvan melmetja, ter corviarenjar artenoyo.
We are as two fair trees entangled beneath the sun, rooted deep, drinking light together. My heart has belonged to you from the hour I first beheld your grace beneath the leaves. You are my hope, the sustaining flame I bore unto the jaws of shadow. The even star who guided my steps through labor and fear. Mainovon melmetja, ter corvirenjar artenoyo.
Nai alequen embeve tulva, alaniere nexuvavet.
Aragorn Elisar, son of Arathorn, will you wed Arwen, daughter of Elrond, and henceforth be husband unto her?
I will.
Arwen Undomiel, daughter of Celebrian, will you wed Aragorn, son of Gilraen, and henceforth be wife unto him?
I will.
Then before the Valar, and the one who stands above all others, and in sight of men and elves, and dwarves.
Oh, and hobbits, don't forget us.
And all free folk. Let you be bound together, and the twin lines of Earendil be made one anew. All hail the High King of the South Realm and the North, and all hail the High Queen.
Hail Elisar! Hail Domiel! Eglario! Praise him with great praise!
That's what Gandalf's little fireworks is like.
Behold, the white tree flowers anew over the kingdom restored.
Very pretty. Oh, there's the dragon. No, those are birds. Okay. Yeah, Gandalf outdid himself, as always. Alright, enough being a girl. Let's leave the wedding. Mr. Dare never fails to impress, does he not? And we are rewarded with a Gondor seat.
According to my plan. But what am I saying? The celebrations are not yet concluded.
Alright, thank you. What? Another horse to add to our collection. I guess we don't have to do that. I don't think I'm going to be putting that on my hot board, but we can look at it. We'll go under skills, mount, Gondor Steed. There's Gondor Steed. That's nice. For quest reward, it's definitely nice.
Would you do something for me?
What's that? Who am I talking to? Inside. Okay. Alright.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with
Talk
something?
to one of the attendees. Geez. Person in a polluted zone falls into SOS. I res them, give them beer to help with zone and fill the hill, then protect them as they heal. No thank you. Rude. Some people don't know how to say thank you. And then some people just kind of expect things.
Those two hobbits insisted this be called a banquet for some reason or another.
Okay, so she wants to go talk to the hobbits.
Long into the night, the folk of the city made merry and celebrated the union of King Elisar and Queen Arwen.
Thank you for rescuing me, Sargantha. I intend no disrespect for any of the fine folk at my table, for they are all worthy of Gondor in their own ways, but some of them can be most tiring. Come with me, my helpful friend. I see the hobbits with whom I spoke right over there. The kitchens have been kept busy for days. If such a feast in the Shire is commonplace, it must be a land of plenty. Well, my hobbit friends, does this banquet of Gondor meet your expectations? Look who it is, Pip, our new friend. Hello there. What do you think, Pip? What would old Flower Dumpling have to say about the courses on offer here? Oh yes, Marathian, I think the wedding feast could stand quite comfortably alongside the very finest of Shire banquets. Just listen to what we've had already. There's been pottage, bread, plenty of game, roasted meats, lots of fish, enough fowl for all, eggs if you want them, assorted greens and vegetables, savory pies and pastries, cheese and olives, stewed fruits. The desserts have been particularly good, and that's not to mention the wine and mead. To answer your question, Foodmonger, I would say this is quite the banquet, and we hobbits heartily approve. I am pleased and a little exhausted to hear it. Enjoy yourselves, my friends. We have spent enough time at the tables of the Rohirrim, Mary. Let's go back to my table. Come on, Zardanza. Whoa, we can't cut her hair, Zardanza. We shouldn't interrupt the dance. Follow me. You mean the two mischief-making hobbits actually have manners? Amazing. We made it. Welcome back, Master Peregrine, and greetings to you, Zardanza. Greetings to the person I have never met before this character. Zardanza, it is my pleasure to introduce you to my wife, Galithiel, and I believe you have already met our son, Virgil. He was quite the troublemaker in Minas Tirith, running through the lower tiers with his friends. He has found new ways to cause mischief in Athelion, but he's a good lad, and at his age I was much the same. My husband grieves still for the lives he took. I told him again and again that by his sword, he saved the life of Lord Faramir. I know, my dearest, I know. Still, the king's justice was merciful and fair. I'm bored. How long will they dance? Is it almost over? I think it's lovely. How beautiful a queen this elf maiden makes. I heard her brother's arrows could split a orc skull in twain from 300 yards. Virgil, silence. This is not the time to speak of it. I know. That's why I'm bored. Zardanza, I think we should see to Grim Redbeard. His listeners appear in need of rescue. And of course, this is Redbeard, and very aptly named. And we're not going to read. He goes on and on, so we're not going to read this all. He's just talking about his adventures and exploits. In the darkness of the night, we came to the western flank of the encampment in the Druiden. And do you know what happened? This is very interesting, but we were nearly turned into pincushions by Grimbold's sentry. Can you imagine? Well, in time of war, I myself might, but then, at the last moment, one of the archers recognized me by the specter of my beard. It glowed crimson in the guttering light of their single torch. Is every man a Rohan so bold and yet so protected by fortunate stars? Many I, but even I am no match for Eomer, who is now king. The tales I could tell you of his courage. Come along, Grim. Someone at another table wishes to hear of your grand adventure. And who desires to hear such? Oh, that's easy. It's, Master Meridoc, wait! Mary, telling a little fib there. You have to thank your halfling friend for us, Zardanza. I might have heard more of Eomer, Father. That reminds me, Zardanza, I was given a message for you. One of the wine stewards came by earlier before our friend from Rohan launched into his full-throated tale of bravery. The steward asked if we would do him the kindness of delivering you to him if you chanced to come by our table. He said he would be downstairs. Now that I have executed this charge, perhaps I will learn what else my daughter would hear of the new king of Rohan, And why the speaking of his name brings such a blush to her cheek. And his daughter is Lothariel. And I'm wondering if Lothariel ended up marrying Eomer. Yeah, I just noticed that Zordantha is actually wearing shoes under this. But when my elf wears it, she's barefoot. Huh, interesting. Oh, more spam. Go away. Alright. Some rough sorts have gathered outside. I'm afraid they might intend to disrupt the wedding feast in some way. They were asking for you. Here, take these bottles of wine and go placate them. Oh look, it's a whole bunch of people that Zordantha has never met before. But the game assumes that you've already gone through all this stuff, so you owe me a drink or three, Zordantha. That's Radonir, she's never met. But we got to talking. And my companions thought you deserved the honor of a raised glass. I do? Do not be fooled, Zordantha. It was Radonir's idea. Coronir. Quiet. The chieftain of the Dunedain has his throne. Gondar has its king and queen. The Great Company fulfilled its oath, and so did you, Beorning. To the Great Company, and to Zordantha. Yep, like I said, she's never met most of these people, so I think it's amusing. So, he's talking about what everybody plans to do now that things are over. Lothrindir is returning to Port Hill. And he's going to travel part way with Lothrindir. Ketcheron is going to go back to Evandom, but he's going to pay a visit to Cerridon on the way. Idrian and Langloss plan to stay with Mincham and Esteldon for a while. Another one hasn't decided where he's going. Oh, and he doesn't like the soft food of Gondor. He preferred the crusty bread at the Forsaken Inn. And now that their duty is over, some of them may choose to continue helping Aragorn as he cleans the land of Orc, or they may choose to do their own thing. That's basically what that says. But yeah, it's kind of funny. They all cheer and toast you as a friend and companion, yet you've never met the majority of them before. I played my part as well as I could. Were you surprised? Perhaps you can go back upstairs and see if my services are needed. I'm sure there must be a need for more wine. There simply must. Because Thrym is talking his ear off right now. And he's pretty much a captive audience. Okay, who am I talking to? Oh, over here. So, he'd like me to talk to Faramir about a matter they discussed. My dear one does me a kindness, but I'm more interested in this decision than is he. Okay. So, the subject upon which they discussed was Lady Eowyn. The farmer at this point is debating whether or not he should ask for her hand in marriage. Obviously, we know that Faramir and Eowyn do end up getting married, but at this point, he's not certain. I'd like to ask for her hand in marriage, but I am full of worry. Is this just the midsummer day that makes me dwell upon it? What if she does not feel the same as I? Begging your pardon, Prince Faramir, I am sorry, for I hate to intrude. You need not apologize, dear Samwise. Well, it seems to me that folks of Gondar always make things too complicated. And maybe that's fine and normal down here. But in the Shire, we prize when things are simple. I see. It's true there's a lot of marriage talk in the air. And it makes me blush to think of it, since I never thought myself the type, Bulge. But I am rather a mind to get married myself when this is all over. Do you have a particular girl in mind, Sam? I wager you do. And so what if I do, Mr. Frodo? I think I understand your advice, Master Samwise, and I thank you for your hobbit wisdom. I shall ask for Eowyn's hand when next I see her. Dear me, I am pleased that Prince Faramir has made up his mind, but to be completely honest with you, Sir Danza, I had not quite gotten around to the advice I intended to give him. Well, I mean, it worked. A great commotion. Take a deep breath, my friend. All will be well. Now, is there a problem? They just barged in, my king. They are causing a commotion in the kitchen. Of whom do you speak? Ah, now I see. It's a pleasure to meet you at last, Grimbeorn. You are most welcome here, son of Beorn. I am told there was a feast. Indeed, Grimbeorn. Of course, courtesy demands one attend the ceremony before one attends the feast. And you have missed the ceremony. Huh. One wedding is much the same as any other. Is there a place for me? There will always be such a place, son of Beorn, both for your father's heroism and your own. Good. Find a table to your liking, and food will be brought with all haste. I need no servant. I have brought my own. This way. My goodness! I can't believe my eyes. Yes, he has actually trained his hounds to walk on hind legs. And yes, I did curtsy to him. I mean, he is Grimbeorn, and she is Beorning. I expect Grimbeorn and his animals will enliven Marathon for a time. Good. It will give us a brief respite from all the celebration. Arwen and I would like to speak to you in a more quiet setting. Let's find one. Oh, and that's right. It does insta-travel us there. course, Arwen is thrilled. Our wedding has been everything for which I hoped, and I am certain my husband feels the same. She looks around the throne room, and in the dim light of the grand chamber, you see an amused smile dance across her fair features. But we will need to do something about this throne, she remarks. I imagine my kingdom has not seen a wedding like this for many, many years. I see it reflected in the fervor of my people's celebration. The war is ended, and they are gladdened to have joyful cause. Alright. You think, what's wrong with that throne? Looks nice enough to me. Maybe not comfortable. A nice woodland seat would be better, but, you know, she is Beorning after all. Once again, I just want to state this for the record. Beorning, not lore accurate. Beorn and Grimbeorn were the only two known to have been skin changers. The season and spice make everything nice. Except for Beorning.
It has been some time since Gondor saw such revelry.
Alright, so Miss Vendera is very pleased with that whole thing has turned out.
And here I thought we hobbits had feasts all sorted out.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one that doesn't take me down to the bottom tier. We'll do Gandalf's quest. I'm sure that all the food can use salt and pepper. Oh no, I'm pretty sure they have seasoned things quite nicely.
I most certainly am.
I think these people know how to use an herb and a spice. Oh yeah, there's food everywhere. We'll take a look at it in a minute. There's food all over Minas Tirith. It's the biggest banquet of the year, of the probably century, considering it's Aragorn and Arwen's wedding. Right, so we need to go to Gandalf's room and collect a couple books. Can you imagine? These are like guest quarters. Chronicle of Arnar. And On the Line of Kings. Both of them quite thick and hefty tomes. And you could cook a whole Orok in that thing, practically. But you have to have a fireplace that big to try to take the chill off a room this size. Alright, so let's bring these books back to Gandalf. Alright, here's the book you asked for.
Yes, yes, these will do. After all, I cannot be everywhere at once. Not as you so often seem to be.
Sardance, I suppose I owe you an explanation as to why I requested these particular tomes. You see, Mr. Dare gestures to Frodo and Samwise and hands them the tomes. Frodo and Samwise place the tomes on their seat and hop back onto them. Mr. Dare smiles at you. Need I explain further? After all, I cannot be everywhere at once. Not as you so often seem to be. Yes, we just brought him books so he could use them as booster seats for the hobbits. And the banquet continued long into the night. Let's see what we got here. Wines, various pastries and tarts. Looks like, not sure, more pastries. I feel like this is the dessert table. Various vegetables, breads and cheeses. Yeah, that's pretty much it here. And what appears to be some sort of salads. More bread. Some sort of smorgasbord there. You think the salt and pepper is already inside? Probably. Various soups. Loads of different meats. It is quite the banquet. I can't imagine the kitchens were working for days to get this ready. And I mean, just the sheer number of people, or NPCs. It's amazing that even renders as well as it does. Oh look, another random person here. Definitely the biggest celebration of the century. And they're not just celebrating the wedding, they're celebrating peace. Because the first time since what? The late First Age? They don't have to deal with Sauron?
How may I help you, friend?
Now let's see. Yeah, I think I'll get her that. Slightly simpler dress for the next location. Now, we can swap this one out. Alright, that looks nice. She's gotten herself 2 dresses and a horse. or an elk, I guess. And actually, for some reason, I find this mount is very appropriate for Beorning. Well, that's right. And the elk matches the dress. That's to talk about Middle-earth accessorizing. Your mount matches your outfit.
These are troublesome times indeed.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
Alright. So we are going to further home. Welcome to further home. We are in Harad. We just went from Gondar to Harad in a blink of an eye. Dare me to drive? Actually, don't dare me to drive.
Fair winds to you.
Fair winds to you.
Take these quests. Now there is one quest for certain I know I can't take, because she has no kite. I love how they have you as the guest cleaning up the guest room. And it's like, am I getting paid for this? I better be getting paid for this. Pretty room. Very colorful. Very nice furniture. Actually, you can get the bed as a housing decoration.
Good day to you, traveler.
I almost got one for Miss Medrill's house, but then I was like, you know, it doesn't really match elven decor at all. So I think I'll skip that. Alright.
Good day to you,
Build some
traveler.
sand castles.
Umbar is a free city
Help.
at last.
Help guests.
Umbar is a free city at last.
Go swimming. There's one sand castle. There's our guest.
Greetings, traveler.
They saw seagulls. Pick up swats among the beach.
Good day to you, traveler.
And of course, we're going to say yes to cats. We never say no to cats. We say yes to cats. Now we get to go feed a bunch of kitty cats. Oh, there's a... What? Come back here. I want to see the cat. Snips at your fingers as it greedily takes the treat. Another kitty cat. The sleepy cat purrs as it takes the treat and goes back to sleep. That sounds like Maylily to me. She used to do that all the time. Grab the drink for the lady at the beach. There you go, lady.
You are most welcome, my friend.
Now, we need to do some swimming. Not a bad place to swim, but it is quite public. No kidding.
Fair winds to you.
And you forgot your box, and you want me to grab it for you. Because you can't be bothered to walk the 12 or 14 steps back to the inn, right? Take these seagulls off while we do that. I know I heard a cat somewhere. Might as well go in through this door. Oh. Collect herbs, lemons, and olives. Ah, that's right. The book's in here. Picked up A Memory of Mumakil by J.F. and I can't even pronounce that name, so I'm not gonna try. I tried the last time, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, mouthful. I think I'll skip trying that again this time. Oh, there's a cat. And the skinny cat eyes you suspiciously, but purrs as it takes your offering. Now, what did you have? Yeah, that's the quest we're skipping because he doesn't have a kite. Okay, there's
May
your
the seas
drink.
be calm and the winds fair.
Are we done with the seagulls yet? I think we might be. What am I supposed to be turning that one in at? No, I still need one more. They're not triggering. Which means I need to find another one to chase off. Okay, that one worked. Because if you chase them off once, it won't count if you chase them off again.
winds to you.
I heard it, Teddy. Ah, there it is. I knew I heard a kitty. Blinky Cat takes the treat, followed by Quick Bath. So we need the Smelly and the Sassy Cat. The Sassy Cat should be around here somewhere. Alright, they got to it before I could. That was the Sassy Cat. Now we gotta wait for it to respawn.
Fair winds to you.
Healer. Oh, there she is. The Sassy Cat snaps up the treat, hisses, and runs away. A lot of people doing the quest today. Probably because the festival is going to end in the next 2 days. Can't remember exactly when. I'll have to double check.
How can I be of service?
And you want a cushion so you can sit at the beach. And we got this absolute goofball we'll have to deal with later. Yeah, I was going to say we're right near a place to go swimming. The water is warm and perfect for swimming. So this is like a perfect swimming spot right here. We need to go pick up a seat cushion for that guy. Drop off a couple of quests while we're at it. We still have to find one more cat pit. I'm also not going to do the fishing quest because I don't think she even has a fishing rod. I don't think she's even learned that. There's the Smelly Cat. Swallows the treat whole and rubs your leg.
to you, traveler.
Alright, that was the Sandcastle quest.
Good day to you,
The
traveler.
Flotsam and the Cat quest.
It's a free city at last.
Here's your seat cushion.
What can I do for you?
Which apparently was a good size for sitting.
Greetings, traveler.
And you want a picnic basket because you're wooing the girl. Honestly, if you're going through all that trouble, you should have gone and got the basket yourself. That would have been much more impressive. Now we have one empty picnic basket. Let's come in. And the man chuckles as he takes the basket and begins to fill it. I have just the thing. A bottle of wine, some cured meat, a variety of cheeses, water, biscuits, and a few figs. That should do them. Oh, I actually cannot pick things up while I'm in bear form. I forgot that. Alright, there's your picnic.
May your heart be light and your joys
Now
be
we
many.
need to talk to this guy, who is the absolute goofiest guy ever.
Greetings, traveler.
So, he has heard that beachgoers have been known to enjoy themselves by burying each other in the sand. He'd like us to bury him in the sand. So you bury him in the sand up to his chest, and he wants to be buried further in the sand. So now we have buried him in the sand up to his neck, and he's very happy. Hopefully somebody will come dig him out before the tide comes in. I'm just saying. Now, the only things we have left is some swimming. And to collect some things. So we've done that one. Is that another swimming spot? No, it's not. Okay, there's a swimming spot there. Now, can a bear swim? There's a million-dollar question. Let's find out if our bear can swim. Holy smokes, the bear can swim. She actually swims pretty decently well in Bear Farm. Now, just to be perfectly fair, the Beorning is not a free-to-play character. She is one that I had to buy. I used LOTRO points for her that I had acquired in the game, but I just don't want somebody thinking that the Beorning is a default character. It's not. Oh, some fresh herbs. Parsley, maybe? Could be basil or oregano. It doesn't seem like there's anything here. I could be wrong. There's another swimming spot way over there. Oh, olive tree. Can't do that in bear form. You know what, we'll go ahead and do the swimming stuff. We've gotten, wait a second. Did I not get that? I must have moved too soon. There we go. his pony is following him. Oh my god, the pony even swims. The water's cold and the waves are a bit much. That was cute. Okay, that's not a swimming spot. Not till way over there. know, as much as I like my old Steel Series office chair, I think at some point I might have to break down and replace it. It is like, I think it was like 10 or 15 years old when I got it. So it's old. Too bad. It is a very good chair. But the seat cushion has grown thin over the years. Crap. Yeah, you think she's a bear, she could fall a little more gracefully than that. Little monkeys. Don't scratch your butt in my face. Okay, got those olives. Okay, got all the olives. For a change, we actually got the olives here. Amazing. Okay, so now we need one each lemon and herb. Yeah, if you were doing the fishing quest, up here would be one of the places to go fishing. Okay, all we need is the lemon tree. And now all we have left is collecting some seashells and swimming in the northern channel. Okay, I see the northern channel. It's way on the other side. Let's go ahead and turn in a couple quests while we're in here.
Good day to you, traveler.
That one I'm gonna remove. We don't need it. I love how it's a double door on this side, but inside the tavern it's a single door. I'm like, make that make sense? Alright, I think we can stay in human form for this. Or else we'll just be constantly going in and out of bear form while we pick up seashells. And, of course, I turned into a bear again out of habit. That is the exact spot where I need to go swimming. The water in the channel is calm and warm. So it's another pretty decent spot to go swimming. Although I think that one spot earlier was just perfect. That was everything. Now we can go back into bear form.
fair winds to you.
Okay, that one's done. And that one's done. So aside from the
Good day to you, traveler.
fishing quest, which we're not doing because she's never learned how to fish yet, and the kite quest, which she can't do because she doesn't have a kite, we're pretty much done. How many tokens does she have now? There's 26 again. Yeah, I'm not doing his gathering guest quest.
Umbar is a free city at last.
So it took her 3 hours to do everything from beginning to end, but she also had to do the whole wedding quest chain. Probably, aside from the instance itself, didn't take that much more time. You have to be in human form to use a table. That is a thing. You cannot get on a table right while you're a bear. I tried it once. They told me no. You gotta be human. There's no horse letting a bear on its back.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Now here's something I want to find out. Do I want to get this outfit for her? Let's try it on. Really feeling it? I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. It is very old-timey bathing suit. Definitely not with that bow on the head. Because it's just not a her thing. See, I mean, it's cute. It's very old-timey. It's very, it would be considered appropriate beach attire for back in that time period. But I'd never use it. So I need a lot more tokens to get the emote. Any cosmetic pets you would like? The eagle owl, I was not. Oh, I could have gotten a kite here. But then I would have wasted 20 tokens or whatever. There's the wedding celebration pony, but I need more tokens for that. It's cute. The little pony, you saw it, the little pony hauling the cart of fire, but that's in case I believe it's a cart of fireworks. Cute though. Summons a musically inspired firefly to accompany you on your journeys. Oh my god, I think I gotta get that. I think I'm gonna get that. Okay. So we got her pet firefly. Let's see what this thing does, shall we? As apparently was her first cosmetic cat. Alright, I'm gonna... If I turn down the game music, I'd be able to hear that better. Yes. So it periodically makes little jingling sounds. Oh, so goofy. At least it's a properly sized firefly. Get a closer look at it. That's about as close a look as we're gonna get at it. Actually looks like a little teeny tiny firefly. Only apparently a firefly that carries its concert with it. Alright. We've had enough goofy fun here.
How may I help you, friend?
I did pretty good. Got everything done. Got her a few goodies. Got her a new mount. All that fun stuff.
How may I help you, friend?
Yes, all that fun stuff. You're right, Pat. And next time we play on her, we'll go back to doing some deeds and quests. But she enjoyed her time at the festival. And now let me finish off the day by thanking everybody that has stopped by this morning. And we're going to start from the bottom up. Thank you to Salt and Pepper for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day. Kay, thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Sorry to hear that you had problems with a rude person in the game. Hopefully the next person you help will be a lot more appreciative. Rorschach, thank you for being here and hanging out, and for all the fun conversation about movies and comics and games. I had fun. I enjoyed it. It's making a lot of noise now. Thank you, Lost, for stopping in and hanging out, and for the funny joke. I enjoyed that. Thank you to Professor for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate you. And I think that was it for everybody who's had it. For those of you who popped in and out, or perhaps you stuck around and lurked, well, thank you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And of course, if y'all don't want to miss all the fun chaos, and you haven't already, you know what to do. All the fun, clicky things that YouTube wants you to do. Now, I have not had breakfast. I'm going to go have some lunch, and then I have a video to edit and put up. You lovely folks have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Until next time, bye for now.